Come on, people, it's Jurassic Park. This thing should be crowded. There are dinosaurs eating dinosaurs.
I'm excited that Ryan Seacrest Productions is
Oh
partnering
God, not
with
him.
ABC.
Hey guys.
Hi guys.
So we just got out of Jurassic World. Now this will be a no spoiler review,
God.
but all I can say is holy crap.
It was so freaking good, guys. Like the whole movie, I was grabbing his arm. I'm sure he has like claw marks in it. It was so good.
So here's the thing. This is how the review kind of is going to be. I saw the first one. I was a huge Jurassic Park fan as a child. I was so big into wanting to be a paleontologist that my parents got me like a paleontologist kit to go out and dig up dinosaur bones. And it was huge. Like Jurassic Park was gigantic for me, especially in my childhood. So for me personally, this was so awesome to see. And for you, you've never seen the first one.
I've never seen the first one, and this movie, it makes me want to go back and watch the first one because it is so good. I don't know how the first one can be better than this. It was excellent.
For all the people out there that are thinking about seeing this, if you were a huge Jurassic Park fan back in the day, trust me when I tell you that there are so many little odes and hints to the first film that make this film so awesome. It's so exciting to see. Now there's so many things in this film I can't tell you about just because that would give it away, but there's the ending of it was so awesome.
Oh my God, it was so good. And we already know that there's a new hybrid dinosaur that they made.
Yeah. That
thing is creepy.
No! Yes, it is.
It's so scary. I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, this thing is real. It's going to come out of the screen and eat me. It was so
whether they call
good.
it the Adominus Rex or the Abominus Rex, or I don't know, something to that
I don't
effect.
know. It was something easy for kids to say.
Yeah, but not me, because I can't remember.
Right.
Oh, it was great. It really, really was. And there were so many dinosaurs in this film that you remember from the first film.
And I think the graphics on the dinosaurs, they looked really good animated.
Yeah, now the first movie, for some reason, the dinosaurs, they were so amazing. Like, they looked so realistic, and I've seen a lot of people kind of questioning if this film looked fake or if it wasn't as good as the first one. And honestly, I don't know, because I thought it was so close.
I think the first one, the dinosaurs were more animatronic, and this one, they're all animated.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's the big difference, because obviously there are some animatronics in this because you have to have that.
Right.
But I feel like that's probably why everybody liked the first one's dinosaurs better, because, I mean, come on now. If you're going to make something look realistic, you have to make it in person. You can only go so far on the computer, like, let's be honest.
Now, as far as just the story of this was by far the best story since the first one. The second one had a terrible story, the third one had a terrible story.
I didn't even know there was anything other than the first one.
Oh yeah, there's 3 of them, and 2 of them are awful.
Oh my God, they better make another one after this. It was so good.
This one had a good story, and I'm going to assume that's because Steven Spielberg was the executive producer of it, so that's also probably why there were so many hints to the first one. And it was just long enough from the first one that it was nostalgic. You know, the second, third one, it was like, all right, you know when they do that, they make a film and then they come out with this sequel or prequel or whatever, and it's too soon, it's just not that good. With this movie, it wasn't that way, because it just makes you, like, for me as a Jurassic Park fan, I was smiling most of the way through
Oh
this
yeah,
movie.
it was so good. I can't even, like, imagine what it would have been like to see this, like, the first movie and then come in and see this, like, right afterwards. I wish I would have done that, watched the first movie yesterday or today and then came in and seen this one, because I would have probably picked up on all of those little hints.
The perspective of a new person to Jurassic Park and the Jurassic Park series, what did you think of the movie? If somebody's out there watching this review and thinking, is it a good idea for me to see Jurassic Park, what would you tell them?
I think you should definitely go see this movie. It is by far one of the best movies I have ever seen. Definitely the best movie of the summer thus far, and I think more than Avengers. I don't think anything's going to knock this out of the best movie of the summer.
I have to agree. I think you're completely right there.
Yeah, and it's so good. It makes me want to go out and learn about dinosaurs. As crazy as that sounds, it was so good.
Now you understand why when you're a kid and you would watch this, your like perspective on dinosaurs.
Oh my God, I would totally get why kids want to be paleontologists and like bring dinosaurs back. Lord,
yes.
It'd be so scary, but it'd be so awesome. It's so good.
Now, one thing a lot of people are worried about is they see Star-Lord training raptors, and it freaks a lot of people out because it's like, oh, this is going to be super tacky.
Stand down. Hey, hey! What did I just say? Delta,
I see you. Back up.
But honestly, the way they use it isn't really.
Not at all. And I thought for sure, like, the way everybody was saying that, and I was like, oh, great, this is going to be like one of those, let's make it all about dinosaurs and how we can like, train them. It's going to be great and awesome. And then when I saw it in the movie, I was like, oh, God, here we go. And it was so good and so...
Had a lot of reasoning.
Yeah, it was so well directed, I guess you could say, that it doesn't even, like, bother you at all when you're watching it. It's so good.
Nope, because he tries to tell me.
You find out like you have a relationship with those.
Yeah, there's a lot of sad parts in it.
And you're just like, oh my God, I cried so much and laughed.
I turned to the side and she'd be there like tearing up. I mean, there really is a lot of sad parts in there. You feel sorry for dinosaurs. You don't feel sorry for the people because that's awesome.
Not at all. Like,
and it's
like, these animals are real. They have feelings and they're amazing. And even though they're like robots and they're fake, I feel sorry for them and I want to save them.
And one thing that was cool about it is it was not catered to children.
Not at all.
I mean, it is. You can take your kid to the film and be fine.
Friendly,
but it's not as far as the gore goes and dinosaurs eating people or whatever.
Gory.
There's some parts in it though that are.
There are some.
Think of a little kid watching that, you know.
That's true. Some of them people will be like, "Oh my God!"
But they definitely don't take it too far. It's not like they get gory where they show like rib cages or heads coming off. It's not like that. It's quick. Well, I think that's what makes the film so good. It's quick and then it cuts right off, so you don't have to actually see that because that ruins a lot of movies in my opinion. That's why I hate Saw. They go too far with it. And it just doesn't make for a good movie.
That's another thing about this movie. It was so great is there were a lot of creepy scenes in it, but they didn't really elaborate on like how creepy it could get. Let your imagination run wild. And I was just like, oh my God, it's like one of those classic movies where you can actually enjoy and imagine what kind of terror is going on and fear, and that's what makes this such a great movie.
This will be a classic movie.
Oh, for sure.
Especially for children where this is new to them, Jurassic Park's new to them. They're going to remember this movie. They're going to remember this movie very well. This is going to be a big deal to them.
Oh yeah, I think this is going to be one of the movies that I can watch over and over and over again. Because I think it was that good.
I mean, we're talking, so we have the big films this year are Avengers, Jurassic World, and then probably Ant-Man when it gets in there, and Inside Out. Those are going to be the big films this year. For the summer.
I was going to say, because this November we've got like Hunger Games and all that, but this summer.
But for a boy, a young kid, or
I think
a girl.
girls will like this too.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be the big deal for them. I think that they're going to enjoy this film more so than Avengers, more so than maybe Inside Out. Of course, we haven't seen Inside Out yet. And I would definitely say probably more so than Ant-Man because that's doesn't seem like it's going to be.
I don't think this movie felt as long as it was. Like
2 hours.
We were in there and it was just like bam over. I was like wait.
Yeah.
Bring it back. It was so good and I feel like the way that it was wrapped up. Like I'm not spoiling anything, but the way it was all wrapped up,
beautiful.
I feel like they can make another movie. Yeah.
It was a piece of art
for so good.
For Jurassic Park fans that know the movie and know the first movie. It was a piece of art. The way that they ended this film.
And all of the actors in this, they were
great.
Excellent.
Absolutely
There was
fantastic.
not one bad actor in this. And I swear to God, there's a guy in this that's in Daredevil. I'm banking money on it.
It looks like him. I can't tell what it is. We're going to look and see.
I don't know. But
kind of the villainish guy in this film is the villainish guy in Daredevil. So,
he's typecast, I guess.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe it's not him. I don't know.
But there are a few hints that you guys are going to want to take a look at. Look at the desk. One of the guys in the film, you'll know who he is. I don't have to tell you. But look at the desk of him. Look at one of the books on his shelf. That's all I'm going to say. But all the other stuff, you'll know exactly what it is when you see it. I mean, they have like old signs of the Jurassic Park hanging around. I mean, I really, I leave this film being extremely happy and satisfied.
I want to come back.
It was a great movie, and I'm very... Just watch it. That's all I want to say.
It's so good. You will not regret it. If you're like, I don't know, should I see it in 3D? Should I see it regular?
That's a good point. We did see it in 3D.
3D is totally the way to go. I don't know about IMAX. We didn't go to the IMAX theater.
Yeah, we just the regular 3D. The sound would have been really good in IMAX.
It would have been excellent. All that creepy, dinosaur growling would have been so terrifying.
And they use the same sounds as the first film. I know you didn't realize that, but the raptor sound, whatever that noise is. That was the exact same sound in this one, and that was just so amazing.
I hope it was more terrifying than yours.
Mine was terrifying. That's terrifying as heck. If you're in the woods and you hear a...
I'm gonna run.
That's all I'm saying, you know? But, yeah, guys, this was a great film, and in 3D, go see it in 3D, because It makes a difference.
Yeah.
This isn't some cheap, tricky crap with 3D. This is good. This was a good film in 3D.
Yeah.
And the dinosaurs are amazing. The movie was amazing. So guys, everybody out there that worked on this film, if you're watching this, thank you as a Jurassic Park fan, because this really was a good film for a Jurassic Park fan to watch. It's gonna bring a lot of new fans to this franchise, and I'm excited. I'm just super excited. This was a great movie.
I think it was so good. I'm probably gonna come back and see it at least one more time in theater. I will have to have this on Blu-ray because it's going to be excellent, and I am praying that we get another movie in like a year or two because it was that good. It's one of those movies I want another one.
Now, off to see if there's any awesome dinosaur toys out there. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.